Hello, my people. Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want to talk about something that I believe is important, and that is failure and how we react or perceive it. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. How you view failure can sabotage your future potential. Go for it today, whether you think you will fail or not. How you view failure can sabotage your future potential. Go for it today, whether you think you will fail or not. Today's mind shift is straight, all right? It's straight fire and straight truth. So let me just ask you something right out. What would you be doing today if you were absolutely sure you could not fail? Let me ask you again. What will you be doing today if you were absolutely sure you couldn't fail? Now, before you answer that, let me flip it a little. What are you not doing today because you think you might fail? I'm asking you as I'm asking myself. What are we not doing today because we think we might fail? Let us simmer for a moment, think about it for a second, just pause a little and think about that question. See, how you view failure can quietly, consistently, and dangerously, I must say, sabotage your future potential. And most of us don't even realize it when it happens. But this is the wild part, all right? It is not failure that stops us. It is our relationship. It is our interpretation with it. It's our interpretation about it. It's more of our relationship with it that stops us. See, let's get one thing straight. Failure is not final, all right? And it definitely is not fatal. We've grown up in systems that reward perfection and punish process. Schools taught us that a red X on the page meant we were wrong, like wrong, not learning. The X means failure. It's not learning. Not exploring is just wrong. So we started dodging the red X, all right? Dodging the lessons, dodging anything that did not look safe or even successful. But here's your mind shift today. You've got to stop seeing failure as the end of the road and start seeing it as the road itself. Let me break it down to you even simpler. Nobody grows without friction, all right? Nobody wins without wounds. Nobody reaches the top without sleeping somewhere along the way. You've got to give yourself permission to fail. And fail fast so that you'll be able to correct yourself faster, learn and do it again. See, because real potential, authentic, tested, matured potential is only released through resistance. So what is stopping most people is not a failure. It is the meaning they attach to it. They mess up once and they think, I guess I'm not cut out for this. I should have never tried that. I knew this would happen. And just like that, they abort the mission. But I want you to hear me and hear me very well. Failure is not an indictment. It is feedback. It is data. It is insight. All right? So you got it wrong. Good. What did you learn? So the relationship broke down. Tough. But what is the pattern that you can now see in yourself? Not necessarily in the other person, in yourself. So the business flopped. Painful, yes. Heartbreaking, yes. But what does that teach you about timing, about execution, about maybe even your own belief system is the one or are the ones sabotaging you? Every failed attempt is a feedback loop. It is data. It is not a finish line. It is data. So I want you to go for it. Even if you think you will fail, go for it. That is the game changer. Most of us wait to be certain before we take action. And I'm guilty at this also. See, we wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect person, the perfect conditions, the perfect confidence. But the truth is, perfection is a moving target. It is a moving target. Today you're perfect. Tomorrow you're feeling as if you're a fraud. You will never feel ready enough. If you keep measuring yourself against a version of success that excludes mistakes, you will never feel ready enough. You've got to go for it anyway. All right, start the book, even if you think it won't sell. Launch the idea, even if you doubt your abilities. Speak up in the meeting, even if your voice shakes, even if you're nervous. Why? Because success doesn't come to the person who is always prepared. It comes to the person who is always present, willing to show up and to stretch themselves out of their comfort zone. See, courage is not the absence of fear. I know you've heard it over and over again, but let me repeat it so that you tattoo it in your mind. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that fear won't have the final say. That is what courage is. The decision that you make that, see, I'm afraid, but this fear that I am feeling right now will not have the final say. Let me tell you this. You are not failing. You are falling, and you are forming as you're falling. You are not failing. You are forming. Something is forming in you. Let me just drop it again on you. You are not failing. You are forming. You are being shaped. You are being molded. You are being stretched. All right. That is why you cannot quit just because the picture doesn't look like the promise yet. Don't judge the masterpiece by the messy middle. The masterpiece is still coming. Failure is the forge. Where your greatness gets tested, where your greatness gets proven. You don't get to skip the struggle and still claim that you're strong. No, you have to go through it. You've got to endure it. You've got to get back up again and again and again and again until rising becomes your rhythm. See, let me challenge you to change your lenses. All right, I want to challenge you to change your lens, to change your perception, to change how you see things. Instead of asking, what if I fail? I want you to ask this. What if this is exactly what I need to grow? What if the fall shows me something success never could have shown me? What if I've been mislabeling growth as failure all this time? See, a failed relationship might reveal how much more love you are capable of giving next time, with more clarity, with more maturity. See, a failed project might uncover the gaps in your strategy or your knowledge, so the next launch will hit harder and be smarter. A failed attempt at a dream might simply be proof that you are dreaming again. Do you understand? And that is a win all by itself. See, I want you to stop waiting for approval to move. See, let me just say this again. You don't need a green light from people to chase what is burning in your spirit. Some of you are sitting on goals because someone else said it is not possible. Or maybe they laughed at you. Or maybe they ignored it. Or they offered that subtle shade of, oh, that's cute. That's cute. I think you can do it. But you know that they don't believe in you. Let me set you free. You don't need their faith. You need your fight. You don't need their faith. You need your fight. So go for it. Fight for it. Fight for your vision. Fight for your dream. Fail publicly if you have to. Let the haters witness the messy chapters in your life, because when the plot twist comes, and it will come, you will be glad you kept writing anyway. Do you understand me? See, mindset is the real battlefield. All right. Your biggest obstacle is not out there. It is in your mind. It is in your head. You've got to rewrite the scripts that you've believed for too long. The script like, if I fail, I'm a failure. If I don't succeed fast, I'm not enough. If I don't go viral, I'm not valuable. You need to throw that out. Throw it out today. You don't need hype. You need healing. You need progress. And the healing begins the moment you stop seeing failure as punishment and start receiving it as preparation. So let me leave you with this as we close today's episode. I want you to go for something today, all right? No matter how small that you've been putting off because of fear. That message you have not sent yet, send it now. That application you did not finish, submit it today. That idea you've been doubting, sketch it out right now. That conversation you've been avoiding, I want you to have it. Even if it doesn't land the way you imagined it, it moves you one step closer to the version of you who is no longer ruled by hesitation. Because your future doesn't need your perfection, all right? It needs your participation. I want you to say this out loud right now. Yes, Even if you're on the treadmill or even in traffic, say it. I will not let the fear of failure rob me of the power to try. Say it again. I will not let the fear of failure rob me of the power to try. Let that be your declaration today. Let that be your declaration now and forever. Thank you.